Changes could be coming to Loudon County in the form of rebuilding and restoring the county courthouse.
In April, we brought you breaking news at 11 that the Loudon County Courthouse was up in flames. Dozens of firefighters worked to put out the fire that officials said was first reported after smoke and flames were seen coming from the roof and the bell tower.
Now, the Loudon Fire Department and the state fire marshal ruling this week the cause of the fire was undetermined, but most likely started from electrical issues in the attic. Now leaders are looking ahead to what's next.
New tonight at 11, WATE 6 on your side reporter Madison Keevy joining us now in our studios. In Madison, the big question is what plans right now are already in motion?
Absolutely. Well, we heard it from Loudon County's mayor the night of the fire. The focus here is to rebuild and to restore the courthouse. That's the central focus of this plan that's currently in motion. That means adding fire suppression and safety features inside to prevent a fire like this from happening again. It also includes moving the day-to-day operations of the courthouse. I took some of these ideas and preliminary plans to the people of Loudon County to see what they want for the landmark. It's officially dinner time at Fat Hat's Grill in Loudon, but just outside the window, reminders of that courthouse fire in April.
I would really rather see it go back as was.
The Waddells grew up around the historic landmark, and their most vivid memories aren't about the fire.
I remember the 4th of July's were taking place in the courtyard.
When we were growing up, the greasy pig, the greasy pole, and things like that, you know, that it's hardly ever done now.
They've got some ideas on what happens here next.
I hope they can restore it and maybe bring back the courthouse itself.
Well, I'd like to see them build it back, if nothing else, as a museum, then maybe have an annex for the court.
David's hopes nearly spot on. Right now, plans suggest moving daily operations of the county court to an annex on the river, modernizing courtrooms, procedures, and safety.
There's nothing set in stone right now, and it is an evolving, living, breathing process.
Loudon County Mayor Buddy Bradshaw tells me the county is waiting on a final say from insurance to move forward. But he's already in meetings with ideas on how to bring the courthouse back to its former glory.
My goal is to make sure that it's occupied and it's used on a daily basis.
Ideas right now include an event space, museum, even offices.
I think they ought to just go ahead and redo it and restore what they can, keep what they can, and then reopen it.
Yeah, a lot of those ideas, of course, still in the early stages, but the mayor says the best way to kind of voice your opinions, concerns, ideas is to come to the county commission meetings where these are all going to be, produced in the next couple weeks.
It'll be interesting to see what happens here.
Absolutely. Exciting times, I guess, for Loudon County because they're going to get to rebuild and kind of start anew.
Sounds good.
Madison,
all right.
thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right.